my god, I made it back before it was time to start. What a wild timeline we live in. My work is so boring. I'm so sorry, Bacon. Well, yeah, at least you got a little bit of stuff going on here. You got some distraction for you. Oh my god. Hi. How y'all doing? What's Foundation? Have I heard of that? Have I played that? I don't think I've played that. Been there. Never been there. City Builder I found recently. I'm enjoying it quite a lot. Well, fuck yeah. That sounds awesome. I should get into City Builders at some point. I really like society management games like that. I played a lot of Tropico. Never really got into SimCity or anything, though. I'm save scumming Terra Invicta at the moment. Ah, tracks. Save scumming those games is like expected. Really good to see you, Captain. Thanks, Tap. It's good to see y'all, too. Okay. I don't remember. We were in the middle of... That's right. That's right. I crashed out in the middle of combat. I forgot about that. All right. So we're picking up where we left off. With a little bit less emotional instability. A little less overwhelmed this time. Can't see us. Can she see us? I don't think I have to answer that. I don't think I'm obligated to respond to that question. Obviously not. Obviously I can't see you. That would be ridiculous. And I think I figured out why you still had some remaining highlight after a looting thing going. Yeah. That's a good girl. On your knees for me. What is it? What was the... Hey, Foxy, how you doing? This is my main girl, right? What's the chance to hit on that? 60? 60%? I take those odds? I take those odds. Yeah, we take those odds. That was easy. Simple shit.
As the Emperor commands.
I see. I misplayed that.
It's nothing.
Misplayed that significantly. Eh! Oh my god! Wait, what was that? Was that Celery Griffin Sully, the rebrand, back? How are you doing? It's so good to see you. I know you've been having a rough day. I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you this morning. I had a different kind of rough day. Not the same kind. You were going through a lot. I hope you're feeling a little bit better and you can relax a little bit. Manually dragging the inventory and pressing the X. Close down looting instead of spacebar. Supposed to auto-send from the assignment. Hello, gays and theys and all of those in or out of the gender/sexual alignments. Oh, hey, Maeve, how you doing? Oh, that reminds me, we have some logistical stuff I've got to talk about with you soon. Sooner rather than later, I would say. Can I just lightning bolt this guy?
Be gone.
Fuck yeah. Alright, sick. Had my first NHS gender appointment a couple days ago. It's new commission service that served sexual health for the queer community for decades, so definitely a better experience than I otherwise would have gotten with the NHS. I've never got STIs testing, so I got all of them plus my hormones tested, so they took like 5 vials of blood. I was so tired and woozy, and I fell asleep fully dressed with the lights on when I got home that day. Foxy, I feel you. Every time I go in to get my blood drawn for like hormones and stuff, I do a full STI test, and I am dead for the rest of the day. It's fucking. I'm glad that you're getting proper care now, though. Yes, you do need to do that? Okay, hell yeah. Moody, hi, how you doing? Good afternoon, lesbians and non-lesbians. Sup, Squirrel? How are you doing today?
How may I serve the dynasty?
How may I serve the dynasty? Alright. Flak chest piece is what? Medium armor? Take like one of those just in case. I want that las gun. Take 2 of these just in case. Okay. Perfect. Trophies were packed in cargo. These more las guns. Black chest pieces. Lore Imperium.
I always get the job done.
Statue by the famous Calixian sculptor and chronicler Zacharias Vernon the Magnificent. The 23rd year of this millennium. Original. Good for him. Played a lot of RimWorld. I love RimWorld. Data Crypt. RimWorld is a fun game / war crime simulator. It was also Hit Day? And I went out with friends because Hot Day. Because I had to travel to London for it and I had barely eaten, which didn't help. Oh, with the passing out. Yeah, no, that'll happen. That'll do it. I don't need 4 las guns. Okay, is that? Nope, there's goods up there. There's goods up there. I was in the middle of grabbing all that when I got jumped by these idiots. Mutated flesh sample. Flesh sample with numerous outgrowths covered in a mesh of bluish black veins. Gross. I'll take it.
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
Hey Alexis, how you doing? Hi Ashley, how are you? What's up? Ripper auto pistol. Sounds fun. Let's go with that. Non-consumable item. Yeah, okay, I know how consumables work. Thank you. Goods. What's this? Meteorite chunk. Cool.
I always have a backup plan.
Okay, also good news, I'm completely clean for all STIs. Fuck yeah. We love to hear it. This is a good report to get back. Absolutely. You doing okay, Ashley? You seem a little less bubbly than your usual self. You chilling?
The whispers told me a secret.
That's not what I wanted at all. Ugh.
Should I divine our next step?
What is this? Is this a wound? Fresh injury? Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, you. Medkit yourself.
Administration is a holy task.
You're not being Ashley. You're not being annoying. It's okay. It's again. It's like I'll let you know if
Did I
anything
mention that
is
my
going on.
whispers tell me jokes?
But
Jokes
yeah,
that
the
once said
McDonald's job
What
that
advice do you
tracks.
seek?
I definitely
Let's
know
patch
the
you up.
anxiety
Thank you.
that kicks your ass when you're um starting at a new job and stuff. Um,
The crew continues to mourn Lady Theodora. I fear it may affect the performance of their duties in service of the Lord Captain.
Let the people grieve. Lady Theodora was with us so long that we started to believe she was immortal.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
bring back being paid to be a muse. Yeah, that would be my ideal fucking what would it be? Profession?
Attention
Career
to
path?
detail is the key to success.
Where do we... Okay. So we've got tech use. I can just open that door.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Is this... Disarm that.
Never doubt
Perfect.
me.
Okay.
Keep your wits about you.
Right! We did it. I'm the big hero.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
Alright. What did that do? Oh, it let us loot this guy. Mars pattern sword. That's pretty cool. Noble silk gloves. Also very cool. It's not even new job anxiety. It's the same idea I had at BK of feeling like I want to leave fast food behind me. And after what happened because of BK, I'm getting more anxiety that I'll slip back to that point. Okay. Understood there. Big hero Mork. Yeah, thanks. I'm a big damn hero. Let's see. Hi, Mark. Hey, Misty. How you doing? Trans women who would have been a revered temple priestess 2,000 years ago. That'll be 1250, please. No, for real though. So it's fucking the big gay hero. It's maddening. Remember, Ashley, this is not like a permanent thing. This is you are filling time and accumulating resources to achieve your goals and to push yourself further. Like, believe me, I worked through so many shitty jobs for so long, and I definitely understand that feeling of like, is this all that I'm ever going to do? And also feeling like you're like not suited for it. I don't know if that's what you're feeling at the moment, but I know I had a lot of trouble when I was working in definitely in like food service and even in pharmacy, which I was better at. There were just like fundamental parts about me that made it extremely difficult to carry out like my basic, I don't know, like job duties at what seemed like the normal level that everybody else was able to operate at. But that is a manufactured thing. Like the system that they have is designed to make you feel that way, to guilt you into giving more and trying harder than they're like paying you or even can realistically expect you to be performing. So like, it's not a personal failing on your end. It's a shitty situation. Absolutely. It is exploitative, but you just take what you can get when you can get it, and you work towards something better in the future. Fun fact, a large portion of muses were just the authors / artists when it wasn't accepted for women to be artists / authors, so had to launder it through a man. I didn't know that. I'd be interested in reading about that. I feel like I'm not cut out for normal jobs. Like, my depression spirals because of it. I just need to get a degree in programming, some shit, slower paced, can potentially work at home. Ashley, I feel you.
We have a date.
Oh my god, Wine Tales! Hi, how are you doing? Welcome in.
Screaming fuck!
Bellies full of lead, hearts full of steel. Welcome in. It's so good to see you. What were you up to? What were you playing? You got a shout out already? Damn. Thanks, Maeve. What were you up to? Hey, Preston, welcome back. Infection-free zone. Is that a zombie game? Hearts full of steel. Same for scientists. Lots of men claiming credit for women's discoveries, sadly going on to this day. That one I knew a lot more about. You're on top of it? No kidding. Thank you, Maeve. But yeah, Ashley, I said almost that exact sentence, but not about programming at the end, to my friends when I was leaving pharmacy. And I did that for like 5 years. That's not saying that you have to be doing whatever it is you're doing for that long before you find what you're capable of, or like, not capable of, but what you're like better suited for, or get the opportunity to go and do a job that you're better suited for. But really what I'm trying to get at is like, you're not broken or bad for not fitting into a bad system, you know? Hanging out with Winetails today, and now I'm with Princess Merc. Aw, thank you. Freaking love IFC. It's a city development, kind of like Frostpunk, but yes, very zombie, post-apocalyptic. Oh, very cool. I'm gonna have to look into it. I love that shit. I thought you were just really excited. Very called for caps, yeah. Okay, right. I gotta swap out my equipment. Healer sword. Is this better than Abelard's sword? Abelard! Why can I only, like... Okay, alright. Alright. I'm not going crazy here. It's just not reacting a lot of the time. Pain sword, 8 to 10. Mars pattern sword, 8 to 13. Strike, cleave. Armor penetration, 10. Armor penetration, 15. You go there, you go there, you go there. Awesome. Rock on, Abelard. You do you. Probably just like ditch this in favor of this, right? And then you should be fine there. You can have a las gun. Yeah. 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 Frag grenade. Frag grenade. Frag grenade. Frag grenade. Is this mesh chest plate? 25% armor. 20% armor. Okay. She's doing fine. He's doing fine. What's she got? Armored body glove. That gives us more versatility. Okay, cool. So we don't need to do anything with that here yet. 3 to 5 damage, 6 to 8 damage, over penetration. Got armor pen. Am I ever going to use that? I don't know. We'll see. Is that a Mork? Hey, King, how you doing? You know what the dog's out? They've been barking at me. Lyric. All right, well, we'll catch you later, Winetails. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for sharing your community. Hey, Jen. How you doing? Good to see you. Noble Silk Gloves. Plus 5%. Plus 5 bonus to Persuasion. Yes. Do any of the rest of you even have tech use? What skills do you have? Sense a character's talent to manipulate other people through negotiation. Okay, cool. I don't know what the flesh sample does. I don't know what the navigator sample does. I don't really need anybody to wear these gloves, I don't think. But we'll give them to our liker, I guess. Nobody needs these. Alright. Let's go.
Let us not dawdle.
Joke's on her, I've always been here. Hey, Hook, how you doing? Love to see it. Self-affirmation? My self-affirmation is that I'm still kind of feeling like shit after yesterday, but I am here and I have recovered as much as I can and I'm trucking through it. So, yeah. It's a surprise clue we'll have to use for later. We just found a letter. We just found a letter. Oh shit, there's a conversation going on. Fuck. What? There were people in league with traitors? Ah, I wasn't looking. Damn it. I know you're all traitors. Traitors, all of you. They told me. They whispered. Who are you? Oh, okay. We just executed that guy, I guess.
A backup plan.
Sure. Alright. That was wild. We got some goods over here. Data crypt. I don't know what I'm guessing that's like a like a thumb drive or something, but with 40k words attached to it. He seemed stable, yeah. Yeah, he wasn't doing great. Research notes of Navis Navis Laboratorum Custodium Fortunato Orselio, Part 13. Keeper Theobald graciously agreed to provide samples of his skin growths so we could study the influence of the rebellious immaterium on the flesh of the Navis Nobilite. Just as we thought, navigators are positively resistant to the restless currents of the warp. The God Emperor truly does shield some people against corruption and misery. But let us get back to the study of mortal flesh. Another servant will be carried in shortly. I must ready the organ extraction equipment. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. God Emperor be praised. I am lucky to still have my head on my shoulder after this reckless experiment. Nevertheless, we did make an important discovery. The adamantine seems to protect the frail flesh. Frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the Macerator can handle its temper, so we should probably introduce a more complex compound into the formula. All of the data related to the experiment were recorded to data crypt K040H. I will get back to them later, once I'm done with experiment H410K. Have I mentioned that the chunk of meteorite found by Keeper Felix subjects is completely useless, although its shining granules could be used to make new paints for the child. Yes, I think I'm going to do exactly that. Interesting. Okay. Pontius Siphius Galasius, on the training of worthy servants at the court of the Navis Nobilite. A good majordomo attempts to nurture only the finest flowers in the garden that is their master's life. Therefore, new seeds for the garden must be weeded out with the utmost care, so that the garden's trees may yield the sweetest fruit. The lessons below will help you separate the precious seeds from the vile thorns to cultivate the perfect garden for any lady navigator. Lesson 1. A faithful servant always makes sure their mistress's rooms and garments are clean. Lesson 2. A faithful servant will never offer their mistress the same dress presented earlier in the cycle. Lesson 3. A faithful servant offers their mistress a glass of fresh water upon waking. Lesson 4. A faithful servant tastes each dish and every drink before serving it to their mistress. Lesson 5. A faithful servant will have mastered the art of styling their mistress's hair. The total time that 5 servants can spend on arranging their mistress's coiffure should not exceed 3 revolutions of the chronometer. Is that 3 minutes? Or 3 hours? A faithful servant lives for the mistress and gladly gives their life for her as well. Lesson 7. A faithful servant... It just keeps going. Okay. Alright. So are these like... No, okay. Alright. That doesn't have any complicated stuff behind it. Is there info on this? Data crypt. Okay, but these are the information storage things, I think, for the experiment that got mentioned up here in this letter. Factory of Blood, sealed vial engraved with the initials CTEO. How can I be in this life for real? Yeah, right? I've met to fucking gotta organize my personal servants into a cult like organization that is only allowed 3 minutes to make my hair perfect.
I always keep my options open.
I always keep my options open. Awaken the cogitator's spirit. Servant. Hi, friend. Where's the child? Is she safe? Where's the child? Is she safe? Where is the child? Is she safe? For some reason, the Archenemy's twisted influence has found its way into the station. Uwe, you have a name! What? Uwe has had his tongue cut off, just like the rest of the lesser servants of House Orselio.
Is there money to be made?
Okay. Tech use.
That's how it's done.
Tech use? Man, having high tech use on a character at the start is pretty awesome. It's just lockpicking. Long Laz. Oh, sweet. Wait, okay. Let me see. It is better in everything except additional hit chance. Very cool. Okay. Carapace chest piece. That's light armor? Wait a sec. Alright. What are these? Fire grenades. Bad. Fire grenade for you. Fire grenade for you. And is that carapace armor is light, which means I think I can wear it. Black chest plate. No. It was. We need the long las. Ooh, it looks so cool. It's so big and boxy. It's like if a Nerf gun put a golf ball sized hole in you when you shot somebody with it. Fire grenades for everyone! Yeah, no tongue would make blowjobs difficult. That, true. Yeah, that's the most important reason I have a tongue, honestly. We didn't start the fire. It was always murking since the pain been working. Oh my god. Okay, this is better. Cool. Oh! It does change my appearance. Fascinating. Now, there is this thing up here. What's this? Show helmet on, show backpack. Probably gonna turn that off. Color scheme. I can change my color scheme? Oh, sweet. Hold on. I think I actually like the regular black the best, though, unfortunately. This isn't bad. I'm gonna stick with black for now. Alright. Where do we go next? And keep getting all this cargo bullshit. Mark! Misty, what's up?
Keep your wits about you.
You lovely? Oh, I thank you. I appreciate that. Remember that? I'll try. I'm doing my best. The cogitator's vid screen is covered in cracks and stained with dried blood. The buttons, switches, and levers were ripped out of the control panel with exceptional cruelty and scattered around sacred mechanisms that now spark and hiss in agony, still refusing to perish. Nothing. I'm good. Okay. I got pinged, and I wasn't sure where it was. It was nothing. Okay. Awaken the cogitator. You turn a few of the remaining dials and pull the activation lever. The cracked vid screen and sacred engine flickers. The cogitator's insides emit creaks and groans, and the lumens oscillate at random. It takes a while, but eventually the machine's spirits do grant you access to the cogitator's systems. Call Rykad Minoris for help. Switch to the main chamber controls. Quest data on the station's navigators. Quest data on the station's navigators. Felic Orselio, main hall, alive. Theobald Orselio, upper chambers, alive. Calamira Orselio, upper chambers, deceased. Alexis Orselio, lower levels, deceased. Damn, we lost 3 navigators? That's not good. Rasmus Esteban Orselio, status deceased. Child, location, upper chambers. Biometric parameters, rapid heartbeat, elevated body temperature, stress levels exceed the permissible limit. Status, unknown error. Attention, calming procedures advised. Attention, upper chambers inaccessible. Error, the control rod is not present. If the rod has been misplaced, immediately contact a station keeper on the Navis Laboratorum Custodian. Okay. The logs. Oh, there's so much to be read here, and I feel like if I don't read it, I'm going to get in trouble. But I am stupid. Alright, can I lick your eyebrows as a treat? Sure, Ashley. Just this once. You can lick my eyebrows as a treat. Okay, c'est very pretty. Oh, thank you, Alexis. I died? What the fuck? Wait, what? Oh. Thank you, mother. You're welcome. Ah, yes, the Navis Nobilis are so common and expendable. Losing 3 totally is no issue. Yeah, no. So, fun. One of my, the navigators are one of my particular Warhammer 40k hyperfixations, so I'm just so cheesed that we get a navigator plotline right at the start. I love the navigators. They're so cool, and it's only partially because they are a direct rip from Dune, which a lot of things in 40k are, but the navigators are a particularly blatant case, and they're really, really cool. Even down to, like, the webbed fingers and stuff. Like, just, like, aesthetically, basically, like, aesthetically and functionally, just, like, shot for shot the navigators from Dune. Vox report. Vox recording hisses before you hear a voice. This is Officer A282. Do you copy? Several generators overheated on the lower levels. Chamber A to D are unpowered. The Tech Priest crew sent to investigate the problem is not responding. Requesting back, the officer's speech is interrupted by shouting and the recording abruptly ends. Officer H123 speaking. 200 servants have perished due to explosive decompression of the living quarters. We've located traces of mechanical interference. The preliminary cause is officer sabotage. Crews 5, 6, and 9 are cut off from the main compartment. We have enough oxygen for 20 minutes. May the Emperor save our souls. Senior station officers, this is the captain speaking. We attempted to contact the Winterscale Scion for help, but something is jamming the signal. We never received a reply and cannot be sure it was even sent in the first place. A rescue team is not coming. We are on our own, so remain vigilant. Anyone could be a traitor, you hear me? Anyone. If you are in doubt, shoot to kill. Following Vox recordings are too badly distorted to make out even a single word. Recent entries of incident log. X88 originator classified. Date classified. Servants close to the child have started butchering one another again. An order came... Again? An order came from above to have their remains reprocessed. Report X886 originator classified. Date classified. The negotiations with the Winterscales were a success. A new batch of servants will arrive in 10 moons. Escort them to the laboratory at once. It is imperative that we increase the new retainer's resistance to the child's powers. Report X891, classified, classified. This is big SCP vibes. I love this. Data expunged. Examine the station's docking log. Log is almost completely corrupted, but you managed to recover the latest entry. Identity confirmed. Regent Eronto Orcelio. Date of visit, classified. Reason for visit, classified. Date of departure, classified. Awful. Examine the security and life support logs. The yellow lights above the control panel flicker to life, and a singular repeating message streams down the vid screen. Warning. Damage in technical departments A12, B3, D8, and H24 detected. Warning. Living quarters L10, L16, L28 depressurized. Warning. Unable to access station's docking system. Warning. Energy regulation system. Unknown error. The station will transfer over to emergency power. Immediate evacuation of the facility is advised. Warning. View encrypted data. Something buzzes in the cogitator's metallic gut. Several red lumens light up above the vid screen. Required access level, security captain or above. Current access level, senior security officer. Break through the machine guardian's defenses. 100% chance. Fuck yeah, tech use. Tech use succeeded. You easily bypass the restrictions imposed on the sacred machine. The cogitator's overloaded processors were unhappily. Mood. I'm the traitor. I knew it all along. One of my friends played Navigator when we played Rogue Trader TTRPG, sprayed holy machine oil in her face, and she got sad that the crew got scared of her trying to go eat with them in their mess hall tables. That's adorable. Yep. Most of the encrypted data has been wiped. You find traces of the Purge protocol. Recovery is impossible, but a list of the most recent commands have been embedded in the machine spirit's consciousness. Now flits across... Now flits across the screen in a single creeping line. Child delete picked flow, disable access code, annul station controls, delete activate shuttle self-destruct purge command log. Exploring the archives for a while longer yields a surviving excerpt from the guard captain's report mentioning that the security system had recently been reconfigured without his knowledge. His comment reads, "Only the keepers of the station have access to the life support systems, but Keeper Theobald had not left the child's side, and neither had I. Could it be that... Is Theobald the problem? Theobald might be the problem." Call Rykard Minoris for help. If I had done... I'm guessing that if I had gone to Rykard Minoris first, this would, like, be an option, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't need help. Also, she didn't like the fact that the crew was not very happy with sending her to the front lines on a world after we traveled through the warp for 60 days to get there, and she was our only hope for navigating back anywhere afterwards. Can't imagine why. Main elevator controls. Activate elevator. Main chamber, Rykad Minoris. System cannot carry out your command despite the eager compliance of the machine spirits. One thing is certain, the problem does not lie in the cogitator's mechanisms. Main chamber controls. The cogs within the sacred mechanism slowly start turning with heavy grinding and clacking. The tired machine spirits grant you access to the station control, or at least its parts that still obey the cogitator. Open all doors on the level. Cogitator's vid screen goes dark as if the machine spirits had fled their mechanical casket, but your assumption is incorrect, as it fills with static just a few moments later. You can barely make out an inscription amidst the flow of rapidly changing symbols. Warning, data corrupted. Processing, processing, processing. Error. 01001110100000010110111 is required. Oh, piss. I could look up what this means in binary, but I don't want to. Alternatively, that would be really cool. Ah! Alright. I don't know binary. And this hurts my brain. I think I'm just gonna guess. This is to open all the doors, which I can probably do with my tech use anyway. It says you're very hot. Oh, thank you. Good. Good computer. It knows its place. Fuck, I want screenshots. Of what? Of the binary stuff? Let's see. Going off of vibes, it has to be 6, because that's my lucky number and has nothing to do with Slanesh. Ah! If nobody got me, Slanesh got me. The cogitator takes a few moments to gather the data from the station's active systems and produces the following message. The protocol has been executed. The passage has been opened. Can I leave now? Shit. Wait, no, now why can't I just back out? Can I just step away? Can I take a few pics? Sure. You want me to just, you know what? You know what, Alexis? I'll do you one better. One sec. The screen blinks and the mechanism in the machine's core amid a quiet hum. Open all doors on the level. And here's the original. Okay, step away from the cogitator. End dialogue.
Let us not dawdle.
Let me open this up. What's your, is your Discord the same as your Twitch, Alexis? Are you in the Discord? Yeah, there we go. Alright, one sec. One sec. I got this. I'm just gonna send you screenshots. Show on disk. Hello. 1, 2, 3. That should have all of the binary and both the original prompt and the dialogue options, so go crazy with it. I just trusted in the god of excess. Hey, oh, screenshots? Yeah, screenshots. Screenshots. That was rad. I'm so glad that worked. Ah! Heresy has found its way into the walls of this esteemed house. It is a black day for the novice. Okay. Medicae examination. Get in there.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Synthetic amniotic fluid pools across the floor. Barely discernible traces stretch to the side opposite of the entrance. Gross. Was this the child? Were they making fucking Eddard from Dune? Okay, just get tank-bound navigator. Caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find something. Biogel, black water, unidentified acid. Purified sample from the ocean world of OM42K003. I think Theobald started... I think Theobald is the one who started blowing up the station because the navigators here were experimenting on a kid to make like a child navigator or something to enhance its like abilities or something. Or or their abilities. And he being a loyalist, and seeing like the warp corruption happen, I think, like, just started venting people to like quarantine the station while preserving the like, what do you call it? Reputation of the house. I think that's what's going on. That's where I'm at. It also, Theobald could be like a chaos trader, and the child is, I don't know, not the bad guy, which I would prefer. But I'm just kind of going off of what I tend to understand from Warhammer content that I've consumed in the past. I try not to get optimistic. Flesh sample of a tender pink color, untouched by mutations. Oh, look, friends! Lady Cassia's Medicae. They all just lost their minds. Please don't kill me. Tissue flask. Ew. I have to do science. Ow, piss. Ah, man. This is useless, so... Transducer.
What a peculiar thing.
Fuck. Did I fuck it up? Crystal dust. Oh, will this make the pretty dust for the kids paint? Okay. Cool. Remake the control rod. Secrets. Time passed. 10 minutes. Uh-huh. Okay. Handwritten letter with a seal. Demanded your immediate assistance. No, it's for Theodora. Hold on, where's this? Research notes. Adamantine dust and black water. This was the worst idea that could have entered my mind. I'm lucky to still have my head. We did make an important discovery. The adamantine protects the frail flesh of the lowborn to a degree. Having said that, not even the Mecharator can handle its temper. We should introduce a more complex compound into the formula. Related to the experiment, recorded to data crypt K040H. Data crypt connector K040H. Flesh sample? Right. I should really save before I do this thing that they said is going to like blow me up, right? I think that's a good idea. Hi, Captain. Hi, Jill. How you doing? Good to see you. Reagent flask. Crystal dust. Okay. I'm gonna load that back. We do a little save scumming as a treat. Let's try and make that paint. Maybe. Tissue flask? Okay. Try this. Blackwater with the mutated flesh and, I don't know, the crystal dust, I guess. That didn't work either. I'm sure there's a better way to figure this out. Analytical deduction is not my strong suit. So, Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's save scumming. Yeah.
Is there money to be made?
They said that I can, like, the details are stored in this data crypt, but I don't know how to stop pausing. Okay. I don't know how to, like, read the data crypt. Just, is there like a computer somewhere out here? Let's see. Oh! I should probably read the notes that are in this lab. That would be a fucking awesome idea, actually. What's this? Adamantine? Okay, that's the stuff. That's the stuff I'm actually supposed to be using for this. These are more notes. I see. I was missing pieces. I'm just over here, like, trying to... I'm like the actual factual, like, the square of the square block goes in. That's right. The circle hole. Like, I think you should just randomly shoot things. Good call. Counting is a sin, you know, and reading, pure liquid evil. So true. Save scum all over me. There are better ways indeed, though those require reading. So true. So true. You should just randomly shoot things is a good call. Okay. Adamantine dust. Right. So... Part 12? Part 13. Part 12. More and more servants are being influenced by the... Phone. You are not allowed to speak while I am on stream. You know this. You have to go to the punishment pit. Goodbye. Me? I can't plug in my cable. There we go. Okay. More and more servants are being influenced by the Immaterium, and it has nothing to do with the child's more frequent tantrums. We've discovered that the corrupted flesh of the mutated reacts most unusually to the crystals we purchased from the Winterscale dynasty. I strongly recommend finely grinding the reagents to catalyze the reaction. Do not use acid under any circumstances. Trust me, you will not like having to tend to the burns for the next dozen turns in a row. This calls for something more basic. Oh, and one more thing. The tech priests blessed the data crypt H41OK for the calculated numbers of chronoturns, which means it is no longer necessary to remain near the device while waiting for the reaction to start. The data crypt H4KO malfunctioned over the course of our research. I should remind the technomats to deliver this sacred mechanism into the Magos Dioctius's capable hands. Okay. Do we grind the flesh samples?
Keep your wits about you.
No. Okay. So mutated flesh. Unidentified acid. Biogel. Reagent. Crystal dust. Save? And this one is for KO, right? No. This one wants... What is this one? This one wants OH. No, hold on. Okay. So we need... Okay. We need okay. I do not want to activate the device. I don't want to activate the device. I did it wrong.
Not dawdle.
Oh, shit. Did I just fuck this up? Oh, okay. No, we're
Always
good.
keep your eye on the prize.
Okay, so mutated flesh, catalyst, catalyst, reagent crystal dust, and then data crypt. Okay. Button.
This could be an opportunity.
It did a thing. I got adaptive antidote. Grants immunity to toxic damage and inflicts a minus 10 penalty to toughness until the end of combat. Fascinating. I feel like that might come in handy. And then how's my captain today? Mixed bag, but right now doing great, thriving. I've got caffeine. I've got chat. I've got Warhammer 40k. We're thriving. Where's Faith? I miss Faith. She's down there probably doing some sort of productive chores or something. I hear the sink running. She might be doing dishes.
No, I'm doing chores.
Yeah, she's
What's
doing
up?
chores.
For me.
Ashley.
Hi, Ashley.
She says hello. It sure might come in handy, like grenades and other consumables, just if it weren't for too good to use. Yeah, right. Okay, let's see. So it was this. And then Blackwater. And then meteorite dust? No, adamantine dust. This might explode. It's probably better for me to do the paint first. Let's try the paint first. I'm gonna try to do the paint. We're gonna try to make paint here. Acid, meteor. And is it? Okay. Wait, no. Okay is one that I already used, right? Yes. All right. OHKO. KO is the one with no information on KO. So let's try KO. I see. That did not work. That didn't work at all. I said, whoops. Sure might come in handy like grenades and other consumables. Just okay, I already got that. Tell her I say hi too. Maeve also says hi, Faith. He says hello, Maeve. Loaded. Flesh sample. Blackwater. Adamantine dust. Data crypt connector. OH. Close. Can these be combined in any kind of useful way? Or are they all going to explode? Everybody says hi, Faith!
Hi, cuties.
She says hi, cuties. Try KO then. Okay, this always blows up. There's no reason for me to continue doing this. Unless I find further information.
Want a sippy?
What is it? Yes, I do. I know.
It's a lemonade with cherry, elderberry, and pomegranate juice.
That's wild. I love it. Can I have some of those chips when you open them?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Man.
I think there are 3 things to make. I think so too, but I don't seem to have appropriate information on what I'm supposed to do with them, so I think I need more. I need more info. Ooh.
Pito. Hi, chat.
Three things. I can tell you the last combination. Don't tell me anything. Tell me literally nothing.
The top.
The more you tell me, the worse it gets. I need to suffer. I need to struggle.
Deal with this.
You're all wonderful. Aw, thank you. Rises from the grave. Alright. Elderberries sound like a reference to old people nuts. Intercepted conversations between security officers. Are you feeling better today? Like, I'm feeling better. Yes. Because I was feeling very bad yesterday. I was late today to start because I was just staring at the ceiling, like, disassociating. So, I'm fine now. Obviously, I can communicate and operate normally. There's still a little bit of that, like, cloud in the back of my head, but I'm getting over it. And the only way to get over it, really, or to like, push through it, is to start pushing through it and stop focusing on it. So that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm doing a pretty alright job, I think. Thank you for checking in, though. Mark, you need to press the buttons and win. Go. Well, way to spoil the entire game, Misty. How dare you? I know the feeling. I'm glad you're doing better. Thank you. Just saying words and making expressions with their face, that's a W? Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm doing alright, though. I did sleep a lot today. Being fair. I stayed up all night. Like, I was up till like 5 in the morning. It was not good. It was not great. Have you tried doing the things in the right ways? I didn't think of that. Fucking our thanks I'm cured moment. This promotion will transfer. Alright. Tremendous honor. Yes, but this promotion will transfer the entire squad to the child's personal guard. By the God Emperor. Well, you are a strapping lad. You'll probably make it for a cycle or 3. It has worn down better men than me. What even is the point if your brains turn to mush? I may rip out my eyes like Amos did. At best, I'll just go bonkers like that little shit stain that kept stealing our eye hope. Oh, what happened to that one? Threw himself out of a depressurized chamber because some voices told him to. Calm down. Keeper Felix said the squad will not have to serve the child for long. He even gave us a little leeway. Unlike that fish-eyed, be quiet. He might hear you. Well, you know what I mean. He almost busted our heads because someone forgot to check the catering unit. We haven't let in a single outsider in over 10 years, but Keeper Theobald keeps finding things to fret over. Imagine the shrieking if he finds out Keeper Felic didn't make us inspect the hangar after Lord Winterscale's most recent visit. Wait, right, Felic and Theobald are different people. Felic, I think, is the one that I meant as the one who did the venting to stop the traitor things. I think Theobald's the bad guy. Throne forbid, I try to steer clear of the squabbles among the highborn. Some of Keeper Felic's orders make little sense. Like the last time he commanded that we cut off communications with Rykad Minoris for a while. Why would he do that? It looks like he grew tired of the Winterscale Scion's visits. Well, it's always a pleasure to aid Keeper Felic. That's right. If the highborn have grown tired of each other, let them deal with it. Ugh, this is confusing. I don't I'm gonna make the wrong choice at the end
I
of this.
always keep my options
Only
open.
I serve the dynasty.
I thought for a moment that one said keep stealing our IHOP. Amazing.
I have a nose for profit and a taste for adventure. I know how to take risks.
We're gonna go this way. Because there's stuff to dismantle. Rad.
That's how it's done.
The Lady Navigator's statue looks pristine and new. Aw, she looks cool as hell. Alright, everybody. Off we go. Building a new desk tonight? Oh, fuck yeah.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Did I miss something? Oh, this is back to Felic. Whoops. Data crypt connector. Transducer. Loot! I missed some loot back
Compared
there.
to naval service,
I
that was
always have a
barely
backup plan.
challenge.
After skating a new trail today? Oh, what? It's a new stuff day? That seems awesome. Good new stuff day. Damn it, there was nothing helpful there. Caustic stench of reagents sears your nostrils and broken glass crunches underfoot. Somebody wanted to destroy the laboratory or find
Let
something.
us not dawdle.
Do I have all of the parts for this? I don't think I do. I feel like there must be more stuff that I need for this. Right? Or no? Am I losing my mind? Can I quick save? Ah, incredible. Alright. Regular flesh, unidentified acid, meteorite dust. KO. I'm just gonna use time magic. Oh, chips. Yum. Like you and your time crime. Yeah, it's what I do. The Ordo Chronos will come for me. Good. It's nice to see that they're behaving. I cannot stand in the face of time crimes. I'd make a joke about kneeling, but I know that that's not your speed. Chronocom. I would love a drink. You know what? I still have a little bit of this. I'll do the tarot when I finish this little energy drink. Thank you. Oh, man. Thank you. A crumpled sheet of paper with a drawing of a tall woman and a dark-eyed monster painted with fresh blood. Good. Okay. I'm not doing great here. Also, have people been withdrawing things from the guild bank because they should? I haven't actually logged into ESO in a minute. I've been really busy. But I'll be checking in there again in a minute. I finished the like golden pursuits for the house, and I was like, wow, that was exhausting. I need to take a short break. Meteorite dust. Flesh sample. KO. Actually, let's...
Is there money to be made?
Did that break it? That's funny. Okay. Webline, hi! Yeah, I'm not a fan of kneeling. I don't mind lying prone, though. Noted. Do I even keep doing this? I just want to get the paint done, because I feel like it's going to unlock a diplomatic option with the child. OH. Okay. I've got 2 more combinations I'm gonna try, and if they don't work, then I'll just leave and start playing the game again. I've been split between Metaphor ReFantazio and Starfield lately. Too busy for ESO. Well, now, fair. I've heard Metaphor ReFantazio is really good. I know Brother Nature's a big Starfield fan. Okay, Blackwater. Navigator skin. Save. OH. If this doesn't work, I'm just leaving.
That's a good girl. On your knees for me.
Brother Nature mentioned. Thanks, Webby. It's so good. If you've played the Persona games, you'd like it. If you haven't played Persona, I'll always shame you. Yeah, I haven't played Persona because I don't have the consoles that they were on, and they didn't come to PC until relatively recently. Persona 5's been on my wish list for a while, but I just haven't been able to afford it. Catalyst Flask. I've also heard that the main character of Persona 5 is kind of annoying. But that's, I don't know, maybe neither here nor there. So you're saying someone needs to buy you Persona 5? It's not, I mean, I guess that is kind of like the implication every time, huh? No, I just saved! Oh, man, I meant to... Oh, you can... Oh, it keeps multiple quick saves. Thank God. Praise the Emperor. All psychers have 2 types of psychic powers, minor and major. He isn't? He isn't annoying? Okay, alright. The overwhelming urge to just play video games in just a bra and short shorts because of how fucking hot it is. If I was confident I could get away with it on Twitch, I would do it. Alright, we're gonna collect all this stuff and we're just gonna fuck off.
Keep your wits about you.
Did we already go through everything up here? I think we did. Yeah. Is this door sealed?
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
Your seneschal is always there.
The party selection is so unresponsive in this game. It drives me nuts.
An expected result.
Twitch.tv, listen, life is short. Twitch.tv will not last forever, but bronze short shorts will always be there for you. So you're saying that I have to make sure that I adhere to the Twitch guidelines because Twitch is temporary and I need to enjoy it while it lasts, while I can always hang out in a bronze short shorts? Party selection? Yeah, like trying to select my entire party. Oh, whoops. That's not what I meant to do. Fuck. Moving, like, selecting your party members for different tasks and things is really unresponsive. Double-clicking one of them selects all. That's good to know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if it's.
Should I divine our next step?
That's good. That's helpful. That's nice.
Rise to the top, or get left in
The other
dust.
problem I have is when you're in here trying to cycle between your party members, it's like 50-50. It seems like it's working fine now, but when I was like trying to level everybody up before, when I was like in archetypes, I would like click on somebody and it wouldn't change over, and I don't know why it was doing it. Like it
Do you want something?
of course, the moment that I'm like observing it and trying to like prove a point, it's working perfectly. But the amount of times I've had to like click a portrait like 3 or 4 times to get them to select has
Let
been
us not dawdle.
unusually high. Okay. We talked to Felic here. Felic Orselio looks a little better. His tangled hair is now neatly braided, his wounds are tightly bandaged, and there is some healthy color under the scales on his cheeks. You dealt with the threat and powered the elevator. Well done. I trust you brought the activation rod as well. Remember, every second of hesitation may cost my mistress her life. Oh yeah, it's a known glitch called Get Good. If I wasn't trying to be more responsible about my timeouts and comment purges, I would time you out right now. I would do it. I'd fucking do it. I'm trying to be better about that though. No, I'm saying fuck it, we ball. Twitch TOS ain't my dad, but it is my employer. Ah, yes, that's the mod abuse I'm used to. I've never been purged or timed out before. Do it. Well, Jill, you heard the man. I'm deleted your comment because I'm corrupt and evil. Oh my God, Maeve!
I love you, Maeve.
They just timed out Shadow Rise for like a year. That was nuts. She's back. It's okay. Was Shadow just rotated? Super rotated. Rotated for 604,000 seconds by Maeve. He's a mod, yeah. I do need to I've realized after yesterday, we need to like drop some official moderation guidelines for all of us to follow, because we're getting to the point where we're big enough that like vibes-based moderation is getting to be inefficient. So we have to put some structure behind things. Vsauce Michael here. Your bowels work as intended, or do they? Vsauce's victim dies of dysentery. Spins through the Shadow Realm into the 7th circle of hell. Is that the one you live on? Meh? Ah.
Want another little sippy?
I do want another little sippy of this drink. I'm getting so many treats.
Can you tell I knew she was in a bad way, chat? I keep trying to give her tasty little things.
Yeah, she went grocery shopping today and just got a whole bunch of delicious treats to keep me happy.
It was our first shopping trip with state assistance.
Yeah, with our food budget. It's great. Don't keep making the noise of the one creature Clea meets in Andor. I still need to watch that. You know, we just finished Heaven Official's Blessing. We finished JoJo. I should probably watch Andor. Do we have?
We can. Yeah, my
we should
parents
get
have
that.
access to that, so we'll just there.
Yeah, we should get that from your parents so that we can actually watch it. Imagine having food. I was imagining having food up until very recently, actually.
Yeah, we don't have to make pretend meals anymore.
Yeah. No longer do we eat imaginary soup.
Yeah.
I just gushed about Andor to a friend like 30 minutes ago. Fuck yeah. Merc deserves head pats and so does Faith. Very true. Ice soup. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, hello, I'm ready for my head pats. Oh, thank you. Ah! Cat, this is you giving me head pats.
There you go. Faith is such a good girl.
Meh.
No, it's not. I know Touchy. Okay, it's all of chat but Misty. That's just...
She doesn't want to give me head pats.
Misty's got the thing where she's touch phobic. She can't
Oh,
touch.
that makes sense.
No touch.
Okay.
The
That's
vibe
okay.
the vibe is there. The touch is not.
Understood. That is perfectly okay. Sure, Ashley.
Thanks for explaining, Merc. Hell yeah. I hope it was okay that I explained. I know that's technically that's protected health information, and I can't talk about it. But that's my pharmacy impulse kicking in. I know you've talked about it in the chat before. I just... No, you're amazing and wonderful. Fuck yeah. Thank you. I have wait, real quick. I have this problem, chat. I emote with my hands a lot, and I like both like peace signs. I like the devil horns. I like the I don't even know what this one is called, and I also like to flip people off. So every time I go to do this, or this, or this, there's a moment of brain scramble where I don't know which one I'm doing, and sometimes I'll go to be like, hell yeah, that rules, and I'll be like, hell yeah, and people are like, why did you just flip me off? Why did you just do that? I don't think you're bound by HIPAA in this situation. I'm not. But after 5 years of working in pharmacy and being paranoid about getting a $500,000 fine for saying the wrong words, it's ingrained, you know? Dear Merc, why are you throwing gang signs? That was a joke. I know. I was about to be like, wait a second. It's so funny. Yeah, it happens more often than I care to admit. Idira suddenly cocks her head and drives her nails deep into her shoulder. Then she starts mumbling. The crossroads. There are two paths, both stained with blood, both leading to the accursed eye. They all wear masks, so poor and flimsy. They fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. Thank you. I didn't understand a single word. They all wear masks so poor and flimsy. They fall at the slightest touch, one hiding a blind man, another a traitor. So one of them is ignorant to the situation going on, or ignorant to the problems going on, and the other one is just a traitor. Who is who? Do you see behind the masks? My whisperers are giggling nastily. They will not speak. The naughty little things. They say that tearing off the masks is your concern. Thank you. Everything is clear now. Idira nods tiredly and glances at Felix out of the corner of her eye. The station has enough problems without your sorcery, psyker. Felix waves Idira off and looks at you expectantly. I have many questions regarding what happened on the station. Think they are worth the life of my mistress? The madmen I fought were convinced that we were the traitors. That's why they are insane. Will you really heed the ramblings of retainers who dared to raise their hands against the scions of a noble bloodline? The servants alone cannot be blamed for what happened on the station. Most corpses I discovered were either unarmed or feeble. Did you really think mere servants could plan a coup? The senior officers are just as guilty. Half of my guards butchered one another because they suspected treason. As for the real culprit, the coup was staged by those closest to the mistress. Destroying the shuttles, shutting off the power, and disabling the security systems. Too many things required special access. Access available only to the keeper of the station. As I'm sure you are aware, there were two keepers of the station. Your guess is absolutely correct. Theobald Orselio, the demented old man obsessed with Lady Cassia and her power, and also the one to blame for the woes that have befallen Urak 5 and our noble line. I saw the security captain's report. Only the keepers have access to the station's systems, but Theobald stayed at his side the entire time and could not have initiated the self-destruct protocol. Which means he did it before the report was filed, or maybe after, or... Felik's stern face twists in disgust. You dare suspect me of what happened? The one who is going out of my way to preserve what little there is left? By the God Emperor, you will keep these slanderous accusations to yourself. I listened to a recording of a private conversation between the station's officers. You were very lenient towards them, purposefully neglecting the security protocols. I was lenient, this is true, and in the end I paid a steep price for it. Just look at the destruction around us. The insurgents have left almost nothing of my home. The keeper spits out the last few words with particular bitterness. I think he's the blind one. I think that he was just making a lot of mistakes and being a dipshit. Who is the child mentioned in the documents and reports on the ship? You meddled with something that should have been left alone. The keeper folds his arms and shakes his head disapprovingly. The child is what the station's servants call Lady Cassia, for the commoners' dirty mouths must not sully her name by uttering it. You see, it is not beneficial for all servants to have their vocal organs altered. Some prove to be more useful when they are still able to speak. Oh, man. This guy's suspicious as hell. But I think it's accidental. Or not accidental, but like, I think he's the blind one. I think that his devotion to Lady Cassia is stopping him from seeing the greater threat, or seeing that Lady Cassia herself has turned, and that Theobald is probably the direct, like, traitor, the one actually orchestrating it, but is, like, utilizing this guy's blind faith and obedience to Cassia to manipulate him. Also, Theobald's a dumb name. Anyway, we're moving on. Let's rescue your mistress. Thank you, rogue traitor. I don't even know what to say. Status and honor prevented me from admitting it before now, but you have awoken hope in me. Hope that I might actually leave this station together with the mistress, which is why I am about to ask one last favor of you. The lowly insurgents got their hands on a weapon that suppresses my navigator powers. Their absence makes me a living target, but this weapon is useless against you, as is the bunch of lunatics wielding it. I humbly ask you to deal with the scum huddling upstairs and hurry to adorn my mistress with this relic of our house, a sacred amulet against all evil. Recent events have badly disturbed Lady Cassia's psyche, and warp entities always lust for weaker souls, especially when the veil grows thin. You too will be safe next to this charm. If you turn out to be a lousy navigator after all this effort, I'll personally feed you to a void kraken, just so we're clear. Damn, okay. I made a bagel. You made a bagel? It's Asiago with cream cheese, chives, and salmon locks? Oh, this is so good. Oh yeah, bagel ingredients. Yeah, she meant for all the components, including a bagel, to make good, tasty bagel breakfast thing. Hello, loves. Hey, Doge. How you doing? It's good to see you. What's up? How are you? How have you been? Okay. Very well. I'll do it. You're going to need this charm. Felik hands you a precious stone. What if I go grind it up? What if I go grind it up in the transducer? Do you think he'd just shoot me on the spot? Bellic hands you a precious stone without a setting. Its luminous surface remains cold to the touch, no matter how long you hold it in your hand. And may the God Emperor's light be with you. I'm chilling. I did some yard work today. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of yard work tomorrow. I've been slacking. Oh, Cashew's having a bad day. Oh, I have to figure out how to make the paint. I don't want to. I thought that there was going to be more before we got to her, but there isn't. I have to go figure out how to make the paint. I feel like it's going to be like mandatory to get her on our side. It wouldn't mention it if it wasn't important.
Is there money to be made?
Ella Criselio, continue. Who's behind what mask? Thank you, everything is clear now. Continue. I have many questions regarding what happened on the station. Madman, we fought, convinced you were the traitors. Servants alone can't be blamed. Destroying shuttles. Listen to a recording. Saw security captain's report. Who's the child? I trust you. Let's go rescue your mistress. Continue. Very well, I'll do it. Glowing stone and dialogue. Oh, does it automatically? Okay. That's right. All right, so we're gonna go here. We have to go back to that stupid machine. You sure about that? Chekhov's paint? No, I'm not sure about anything, Shadow. Leeby DB gonna invaders aim your triple cheese Zeta Area 51 420 no scope on your Innoplane Mars attack. The FBI's banging on my door and I'm beaming up to the USSR entree. What? Yeah, Lily, what's up?
Keep your wits about you.
Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I do have insane persuasion. Maybe I don't need the paint. I don't need... God, no. No. This transducer thing is going to lead me to madness. I'm gonna go crazy trying to get all of the items that I can make. I can't... No, I can't go back. I can't go back. I tried. I don't want to spend the entire stream fucking around with the little slot puzzle. I have many questions. Madman, servants, destroying, listen to, saw the security captain's report, child mentioned, I trust you, Felic. Lily's spreading the word of the greater good? Yeah, she's a Tau adherent. Okay, up we go. Tau, you know what that sounds like to me? Heresy? Taoist teaching? Sounds like heresy. The pale figure with unnaturally long limbs covers her face with her hands, which are deformed with talon-like nails. Her deathly pale face is coated with blood that continually streams from her scarlet misted eyes. Her spiny gills, slightly hidden under her disheveled hair, twitch nervously at your approach. Only now do you notice the third eye on the young woman's forehead, hidden by a jeweled ornament, and when your eyes meet, you sense overwhelming, soul-smothering power. Willpower test succeeded. Hey, there's that Voidborn backstory coming in. You are enveloped in despairing grief, and an invisible hand closes around your throat, cutting off your breath. God. Your limbs seem to fill with lead. Your heart hammers in your chest, and the desire to turn and flee from this room, from this station, almost gets the better of you. At the last moment, you master your emotions and your will pushes back against the illusion, forcing it to retreat. Adira emits something between a moan and a drawn-out whimper. Ow, ow, ow! As if my own little pals weren't bad enough. Now this one's barging into my head. Someone stop her. Heresy! Argenta looks at the tall figure with a strange mixture of anger and sadness. Then she lowers her head, and her white hair veils her face. Overcome the crushing despair. I want to do the asking Abelard a question about everyone that we meet is hilarious, but I don't want to lose access to these. Lady Cassia, I'm here to help you. Please, calm yourself. She warily shakes her head and lets out a drawn-out sound similar to both the sob and the howl of a small wounded animal. What is happening? Was someone calling my name? Are all the betrayers dead already? And you? Who are you? Mercinius Grofraxus von Valentius. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Unease settles over her features and she nods cautiously. Pardon my manners, Mercinius Grofraxus. I did not expect to make such a gracious acquaintance in such a time of great sorrow for our house. What is this? I feel faint. Theobald or Celio. The heavy-set old man who has been kneeling nearby erupts into low sobs. His eyes, swollen from crying, dart desperately around the room, as though the veil of ignorance has just been ripped away from them. The child, Lady Cassia, where are you? Sacred child, throne preserve. Despite his venerable age, the navigator leaps up and rushes to the young woman's side. You! The old man shifts, revealing his face to you. It is threaded with jet-black veins, and his bulging, milky eyes bear a striking resemblance to those of a dead fish. A sickly sweet scent assaults your nostrils, as if the old man's flesh is rotting inside his decaying husk. My eyes fail me, for they are unable to make you out as either enemy or ally. Ah! He's the blind. It's literally blind. I'm warning you, one wrong move will bring the wrath of House Orselio down upon your head. Watch out, Lord Captain. This one's so deranged, it's making the whispers shriek like crazy. He might just open that eye of his. Threatening the head of a dynasty is a grave offense, esteemed whoever you are. Abelard places a hand on his weapon. At present, I'm trying to determine what is happening on Urak 5. Theobald, persuasion test succeeded. I'll grant that you do not look like pirates who have come coveting the riches of a wrecked station, or like scoundrels in Felic's service. So who are you? Alright, Felic. Alright, Felic. Looks like you're a problem. Flirting with Navigator. Navigator winks back. Tormented screams. Yeah. I'm Voidborn. I'm able to handle... Please. What's flirting without a little bit of tormented screaming? Like, what are we doing? Are we even flirting? Is there any chemistry if there's not tormented screaming? I don't think so. Hey, Julia, how you doing? I thought you said I'm Bloodborne. Abelard, introduce us. Her ladyship rogue trader, Mercinius Grofraxus von Valentius, heir to the greatest protectorate in the Coronis Expanse, and bearer of the sacred warrant of trade, extends her greetings. Abelard will never leave my party. Never. This man is going to be with me forever. Just so that he can introduce me every time I meet a new person. I adore this man. This fucking rules. They did such... I love that they made the tank character... This... Tanks in CRPGs, like your dedicated tank in a lot of, like, RPGs that I play, or have played in the past. They always run the risk of being, like, the most boring character, because they tend to be, from, like, a writing and design standpoint, making the tank both the, like, physically most reliable, like, character to build your party build off of, also tends to be the most, like, emotionally stable and consistent character in the party, at least for the most part. You know, they're, like, often stoic or reliable or, like, you know, they're the basis of both, like, the party in combat and often in the social dynamics in the writing. And that runs the risk of making them boring. So you need to make sure that you're careful to not, like, make your stabilizing force an uninteresting one. And Abelard has a lot of really good qualities that I like a lot that keep him interesting. I literally made basically Abelard in a roleplay campaign before, the Herald / Manservant / Bodyguard. I've done that too. It's a good time. I love this character archetype. Dude rolls a... Another rogue trader in our corner of the galaxy. How interesting. Your kind always make an appearance in desperate times, ready to cut a deal that benefits one side alone. Given that you have not so far drawn your weapons, your intentions are probably peaceful. And so House Orcelio now asks a service of you. Save the life of the child in exchange for future cooperation. Do not hurry to answer. Think on it. You can make yourself an ally or an enemy of our house today. You decide. I want to know what happened between you and Felik. Felik is my wayward student. He came to Urek 5 as a callow youth. I personally mentored him and entrusted him with the care of the child. He was like a son to me, but he proved to be just another traitor. He sought to steal our most precious treasure, the heir of our house, our sacred child, to revel in power with others like him, casting our house into the abyss, to pervert the centuries-long traditions of our family. You can see the fruits of his villainy for yourself. He decided he was not bound by his duties to the legacy of the greatest of the Novators. Tisiphone Orcelio, Tisiphone's a great name, who led our house to prosperity for countless years. Foolish boy. The renegades clouded his mind. They sought to seize control of the dynasty before the sacred child had come of age and taken up the Novator's throne. So choose whose side you are on, a murderous traitor or the lawful scion of a noble house. Theobald speaks these words softly, looking at the unconscious young woman with reverence. What is the curse that has taken hold of everyone in this room? Curse? You do not understand the sacred gift given to our child. When the child is sad, we all weep. When the child smiles, we all laugh giddily. And if the child wants blood, the world turns crimson. The child's will is the will of the great Tisiphone, for she is the heir of House Orcelio. And they call me dangerous with my witchcraft, Adira mutters under her breath. GM didn't like it though, so murdered everyone that could serve as a master and burned down the settlement. Oh, that's not fun. Why? This child sounds rather sussy. I think that she is just an individual granted power beyond her understanding who has been manipulated by probably Felik. Felik accused you of treachery, Theobald. Why should I trust your words? Defending myself before strangers, I never thought I would fall so low. The old man looks at the unmoving Cassia and shakes his head in resignation. If the child's life were not at stake, very well, I have no choice, or proof of my innocence. I can give you my word as a member of the Navis Nobilite. If the honest word of an honorable man counts for nothing with you, counts for anything with you. I guarded this station against calamity and incursions from without to the best of my ability. I forced the wardens to strictly observe security protocols. I personally selected every servant, and I faithfully protected the child during the coup. What are the Navis Nobilitae? They are the noble houses of navigators, which are sanctioned mutants in the Imperium. They have a rare genetic mutation that gives them a third eye and allows them to more safely than anybody else see the paths through the warp and resist its influence so that they can guide vessels through faster than light travel through the hell dimension of the Immaterium in order to get your ship through and not get lost in a demon realm. So they're extremely important. They're all, if you have the navigator gene, you just are a noble. Like if you somehow didn't already have a noble house, they would make one for you, make you extremely important, give you everything that you could possibly need so that you can serve on a ship to guide it. And potentially propagate more navigators. And it is a vanishingly rare trait. So it's like maximum priority for the Imperium to have as many navigators as possible, which is not many. Just like printing new nobles in CK2. Yeah, exactly like that, yeah. Just like printing new nobles in CK2, they get increasingly inbred and mutated. Yes. He's literally blind. I trust Adira's prophecy. There's no way that the actual literal blind man isn't the blind one mentioned in... Oh God. How many this is you can tell I'm a Dune fan girl. It's like how many plans within plans do I have to account for in this shit? I'm going to guess it's just not that complicated. I'm overthinking of it. What if the prophecy spoke of the blind pet fish though? What? 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 How could you lose control of your own station? Do not thrust my errors in my face. I am twice your age and twice as wise. Take my advice. Trust no one but yourself and the Emperor. Even those closest to you will betray you for gold, power, or a far-fetched idea of a bright future. Alright, let's get rid of Felic. Allies are always welcome, even temporary ones. I will revive the child. Do not be alarmed. The power of House Orcelio's heir will help us to destroy our enemies and shield us from Felic's navigator forces. But you, rest for a time before battle. Lady Cassia's defender. Servant opens his mouth in prayer, and you see the stub of his mutilated tongue. Pretty painting? Yeah. Shh, don't take away my niece's fun. Wait, what? Doll. What's this? The luxurious feast was left untouched.
Keep my options open.
Always keep my options open. Something about having a water feature on a like a space station or a spaceship is so weird to me. Like, it makes sense. I would do it too, given the option, but it's strange. It feels wrong. It's like having a pool on a boat, you know? While no one appears to be living in the cage, somebody still filled the trough with dried fruit and fresh water. It is as if the painting was rendered by several different hands. The timid, uncertain lines are interlaced with rough and furious strokes, coming together in arcane shapes. Glory to House Urselio.
I always have a backup plan.
I love water features and would have them all over my space station. Same. But still. That Atreides isn't drugged. Shh, don't take away my niece's fun. Oh, right. Show me what you're made of. I actually, like, that moment in both the movie and the book was, like, completely changed the way I looked at Vladimir Harkonnen and Fade Ralpha. Like, there's monstrous villains still, but that's, like, so much character in the way that they do that. Like, they both fully are, like, committed to their ideology of, like, power and success at any cost. They don't actually exclude them, like, they see themselves as better than everybody else, not because, like, they're inherently, like, born to it, but because they just genuinely believe that they're that much better at manipulating everybody and, like, are that much cooler. And for villains, I really like that. I like that trait in them. Every little water feature adding that little extra gilded Imperial frigate. Yeah. Wouldn't living in water be beneficial in space? Even if there is a hull breach, the water would diffuse less and you could still remain in the blob. I feel like if you're dealing with a hull breach... What do you mean living in water in space? Also, to be honest, all nobles in Dune are thousands of years of magical space, which eugenics as well, yeah. But not as much as the Navigators. Or the Bene Gesserit. The movie Baron from the 80s was gross and silly. From the 2021 movie, he's creepy and mean. From the book, he's monstrous, terrifying. You haven't met the Harkonnens. You don't know them like I do. They're not human. They're brutal. Poor Gurney. I love Gurney. Oh boy. My lad. Right. The Lady Navigator's private library is brimming with essays, novels, and personal accounts from the trailblazers and explorers of the Imperium. It's about time we repay those who betrayed our house. Come. Okay. Right here, in front of everyone. Poor Duncan. You don't know what they did to our boy. You just don't know. I know. I'm gonna read the next 2 books. I've heard about things. I think I read once that all the Mon Calamari ships in Star Wars are all kind of hot and really humid because that's how the Mon Calamari live. Oh, hold on. That is enough, boy. You betrayed the child, the house, and Tisiphone yourself. Surrender. I am the savior of our house, and I am prepared to pay the ultimate price. Kill them. Jesus Christ. Oh, he's fine. I think I read once that all the Mon Calamari ships in Star Wars are all kind of hot and really humid because that's how the Mon Calamari feel comfortable. And now I'm like, damn, Han and them were really in a giant armed sauna. Yeah, right? I would hate that. I would request to serve aboard any other ship. I can't do humidity. It kills me. Theobald. What's your deal? No, I can't select you. Okay. Marquinius Gofraxis needs to be... How many of them are over here? Ah! Alright. You... Idira... Go... Here. Argenta, you go over here. That was Idira again. No. This is what I mean. See, I just clicked on Argenta and, like, it didn't select her. And I assumed it did. And, you know, that's on me. And then Abelard. Just go right up there. Initiate battle. Let's do... Analyze enemy.
I refuse.
Perfect plan. Expose weakness.
If not me.
And then... Big shot.
On it.
Oh! Oh! Amazing. Alright. Maybe we can just put him down right now if I run and gun
For the weak.
with Argenta. Yeah. Okay.
As the Emperor commands, none can escape the
Oh!
Emperor's judgment.
Just get executed, idiot. He shot you with the tiny little pistol the guy had in Harlem Nights. I haven't seen that, but I can imagine. It's like a little derringer. All my Mon Calamari bros have swampy ass and smell like old fish. I hate myself for writing this. Ooh, Visions of Triumph. Very cool. Soul Gaze. Alright, Adira. I hope you're ready to do something fucking awesome. Alright. So, let's go... Felix Bodyguard, Felix Bodyguard, Felix Bodyguard. So we'll expose you.
Was that you?
Or analyze, I guess. And then... Just double check what exploits do. How do they operate? They do more damage, and this reduces armor, so it's not always a good thing to expose weakness. Sometimes you want to just fucking detonate them, right? Cool. Alright, that's all of them almost dead. And let's give Abelard some extra protection. I had to look up the clip and immediately got Harlem Nights shooting little gun. It's the funniest shit. Can you post it in shitpost so that I can go watch it? Not right now, probably, but later. Adira, you're done. I never want to have Adira out of my party either. I love... Oh my god. Do I get Cassia? I don't think I get Cassia. I'm guessing that I get Theobald as my, like, party member. If I could get Cassia, that would fucking rule. One down. Brace for impact. Immediately restores all AP and MP and gets 3 MP until the end of the turn. They do not lose MP after performing attacks. The warrior has no limit on melee weapon attacks this turn. Ravon Valencius. Charge. What? Can I not charge again? Alright. Whatever. So we do this. And then we slice this guy twice.
At your beck and one fewer
Man, these heroic abilities are so cool. What the fuck?
Indeed. Someone else can do this.
That's nuts. Downside of Owlcat having made so many amazing characters, they're basically all, I never want to remove you from my party. I'll take that. I like that kind of like every single party member makes you want to keep them. That's something that I loved about Divinity 2. It's something I loved about Baldur's Gate. It's something I liked about pretty much everyone in Dragon Age Origins that I did meet. I never finished Dragon Age Origins, but I really liked all of the characters, and it made me sad that I could only bring a couple. It's what made Mass Effect so charming. Even when the story just goes fucking like bonkers out of left field, like, you still have all those cool characters, and they stay great, you know? Posted it? Hell yeah, thank you. Hi, Mark, I hope your Saturday is behaving in a properly Saturday-ish manner. Aw, thank you. I think it is. And I've got bubble tea, so... Good job, Abelard. I'm proud of you, bud.
Moving out. Know your place. Onward.
It's gonna be interesting when I start running into things that are way scarier. So far, I've kind of crumpled all of the combat encounters that I've come up across. But do you have bubble tea for the rest of us? Sharing is caring? No, I'm sharing with myself. Because I am doing self-love, and I can't share that. I need it all for myself, because I am greedy.
Survive. Return to the fold of your house as your destiny demands.
Oh, he is going to die. He's just fucking dead. I see. Theobald coughs up bluish blood. The armor plate on his chest is perforated in a few places, and there's a tangle of metal and viscera where his abdomen ought to be. When the navigator's pale eyes find Cassia, he quietly rasps.
No! Don't leave me alone in this violet-brown haze! Wake up! Your mistress is giving you an order! Do you hear me?
Poor girl. Cassia looks at the navigator's body in bewilderment, and you are overwhelmed with an inexplicable sense of loneliness and grief.
He was a fine seer of the war. He fought for his mistress until the end.
Yeah, no. Enough's enough. I've had my fill of waterworks, thank you.
Dira brusquely wipes away her tears with pointed determination. I regret that we had to meet under such circumstances.
What need have I for your regrets? I just want things to go back to the way they were before.
Oh, that's not happening. You're coming with me, and we're gonna do a little crusade as a treat. Cassia looks sorrowfully at the destruction around her.
What are you going to do to me?
Don't phrase it like that. Lady Cassia, I, Mercinius Gofraxis von Valentius, rogue trader of the Imperium of Man, offer you my protection and grant you shelter aboard my vessel.
I beg your pardon, but what about my servants? Your Act 5 is still full of people loyal to House Orselio.
All who can be saved will be given succor on board my ship.
As a lady navigator of House Orselio,
Phrasing, Cassia, yeah.
A gracious offer of protection. Please, take me to your vessel. I can no longer bear the pain of this place.
My hint to Theobald not becoming my navigator was him literally not having a portrait. Yeah, that did tip me off. I almost said something about it before, about like, oh no, does this mean Theobald's definitely the traitor because he doesn't get a portrait, so he's meant to die? But I decided to suppress that, because if I let myself speculate too much based on game mechanic stuff, I ruin fun things for myself. So I try not to think about it too hard. I don't succeed often, but I try not to. What flavor suckers? Apparently, for the subathon at least, scorpion, mealworm, cricket, and ants? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh. Ew, yeah. I could never. Well, I'm gonna be doing it for money, so, you know. Yeah, Cassia's portrait is fire, though. I love everything about Cassia. I was really hoping, from the moment that we saw the statue of her in the other room, I was hoping that she would be a party member. Let her go. I love this. This vibe, this aesthetic is like 50-50 when I make a character and I have the options to look like this, I generally do. It's the bug inside. That isn't the flavor, it's the bug inside. I'm being a little hyperbolic.